secondary winding. Number of turns in the primary is N1, number of turns in the secondary is N2, right? And this is given with a supply of V volts. This is given with a supply of V volts. When we give V volts, it pushes a current of I1 ampere in the primary winding. This I1 and N1 produce a flux pi m called mutual flux, and this mutual flux is circulating throughout the core. While circulating, because it is alternating flux, it is linking with primary winding as well as secondary winding. As we all know, when the flux is linking with the windings, there is an EMF. EMF utpatti agutte according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. So EMF induced in this winding is called self-induced EMF, and this is called mutually induced EMF. Of course, working principle of transformer is mutual induction. The EMF induced in this primary winding, the direction of which is opposite to the applied voltage, right?
Yes.
According to Lenz's law. So what it says? Electromagnetically induced EMF opposes the cause which produces. ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕಾರಣ ಆಯ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ opposite direction ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Better example for this is ಅಪ್ಪ ಮಗ. So father is the reason for the birth of his son. When the son gets matured, he would reward his father. Okay. So other prakara, the direction of the self-induced EMF in the primary winding is opposite in direction with the applied voltage. So as we all know, the net acting voltage in the primary winding is difference of these two. Let us assume the applied voltage is 250. The self-induced EMF in the primary is around 240. So difference of these two is 10 volts. That 10 volts is the reason to push a current of I1 in the primary winding, not this volt or this volt. Please remember. Okay, so this 10 volts is the reason to push a current of I1 ampere in the primary winding. Now, when the secondary gets loaded, there is a current I2 which flows through the load as well as through this secondary winding also. When the secondary gets current, that will also produce the fluxes which is called I2N2. The nature of this flux induced in the secondary winding is opposite in nature to the mutual flux. Let us assume the quantity of flux produced, that is mutual flux, is 1000 lines, and the flux produced from the secondary winding when the secondary gets loaded, let us assume 500 lines. So this 1000 lines in this direction, the 500 lines so produced in the secondary winding when it gets loaded will be in the opposite direction. So what is the total flux available now? It is just 500. What was there earlier? It was 1000 lines. Now it is 500 lines. When the flux in the core reduces due to load, flux cutting in both the winding will also reduces, right? So naturally EMF induced in this and in this will also reduce. Self-induced EMF in the primary winding will reduce. When this reduces, the difference in voltage between V and E1 will increase. ज़्यादा होता है. It will increases. So for example, earlier it was 240, now it is 120. So 250 minus 120, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Difference in voltage will increases. This increase in voltage pushes greater current. Let us call that as I1 dash. I1 dash. So ಮೊದಲು 10 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಇನ್ನು 10 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ I1 ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು N1 ಜೊತೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ನ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. I1 ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಮತ್ತು N1 ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್. This flux cancels I2N2 flux. They will get cancelled with each other, keeping the pi m as constant always. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೋಡ್ ವೇರಿ ಆದ್ರೆ I2 N2 ವೇರಿ ಆದ್ರೆ I1-L1 ವೇರಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಲೋಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಟು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕಲಿ. ರೈಟ್? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ.